Well, talking about a show not to be missed, if you're a ballet lover and a jazz aficionado at the same time, there's no need to watch these two art forms in two separate theaters, because the show When Ballet Meets Jazz is now being hosted in one place, celebrating these two amazing art forms. And our very own Mosa was there to catch up with them.
When Ballet Meets Jazz is a unique jazz and music collaboration that will have you discover the rich heritage of both.
This unique concept pulls the talent of Dirk Badenhorst, CEO of the Mzansi Ballet, renowned pianist and musical director Andre Peterson, and jazz executive producer Emmerich Pegwillen.
Dirk, what's the narrative behind When Ballet Meets Jazz?
The whole idea was to bring ballet into the world of jazz in South Africa, which has a very big market. And so we created a storyline of the dancers moving into the world of the jazz music and of exploring first the South African songbooks of jazz music, Begum Seleko, Abdullah Ibrahim, and then going into a wider market. And then in the end, using the pure classics, and to bring all of that into celebrating dancers in the world of jazz music.
As one of the pioneers for Ballet Meets Jazz, what inspired the concept?
Well, I like jazz music. What I did was wanting to create something new, something exciting, while celebrating the beauty of ballet.
What is your target audience for this show?
It's a great question, because when we are playing some of the pieces, the jazz audience will just sit back and close their eyes and not even have to think about the dancing. And sometimes the ballet market will just look and even not almost hear the music, because it is so beautiful what we do on stage.
Andre, as a musical director, how has the fusion between jazz and ballet been for you?
It's been an amazing experience for everyone involved. For the dancers, for the musicians, and for me as musical director. It's been a very interesting creative challenge. And the enthusiasm has also spread to corporates who are interested in seeing this vision of young musicians and young dancers. So the Vuya Foundation has been very gracious to come on board, also as a part sponsor.
So how has it been working with the finest ballet dancers in the country?
They have been amazing, and it's been fantastic working with dancers, because usually jazz musicians do not work with ballet dancers. But I think it worked very well. They were new to the idea of improvisation. We were new to the idea of playing a song exactly the same or more or less the same, because they think in steps and we think in beats. And so finding that has been an interesting creative problem to solve. But I think we've managed to do that.
What are some of the compositions that the audience can look forward to?
We were very deliberate about the compositions that we chose for this particular show. And we primarily focus on South African classic jazz compositions. At the same time, we also make sure that we give the ballet audience what they're looking for, which is those classic Tchaikovsky pieces.
For me, working with the live orchestra, it's always been interesting, because it brings up the spirit of the dancers and it helps you to perform much better. The entire highlight for me is the idea on its own. It's bringing the different side of things, like from dance to music to everything.
Working with a live orchestra has been an amazing experience for me, because it's something different and it's challenging. So instead of just listening to a CD player and dancing to it, you have to also listen to the musicians playing. The highlights of this show has been literally all of it. Just doing something different, being able to put jazz and ballet together has just been the best part for me, I think.
What an absolutely amazing fusion. So if you love ballet and you love jazz, make sure you don't miss out on When Ballet Meets Jazz, running from the 24th of October until the 28th of October at the Peter Turin Theatre at Monte Casino. I can't wait.